Cool. All right, guys, welcome to the first episode of Genuine Connections. My name is Jake. Luke, why don't you introduce yourself really quick?
Hey, my name is Luke Skywalker Cortez.
That's literally his middle name.
That's
No
my
shit.
legal name.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
showed me his ID back when I first met him. I was like, there's no fucking way, dude. There's no way
Wow.
that's this guy's.
Yeah, I've won a lot of money actually. When I meet people, they don't think it's my name, and I bet them $5 and pull out my ID. So
Oh,
yeah,
born with a secondhand hustle already built into your name.
No, he changed it. You changed it to that, didn't you?
I did. I
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I went to go change my last name, and then when I went there, the judge said I could change my middle name to whatever I wanted to. So I just threw it in there, and she approved it. You should have seen the courtroom, man. They were dying. It was awesome.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Now it's fixed. Should be fixed. Yep. There we go.
Oh, you put his little green screen shit going on there.
Nice.
Okay, Mike, you want to do an introduction?
All right. So I am Mike Graver, aka Grave Tech. Was construction, working over into streaming, Washington State. Just turned 30. FML.
I'm almost
Dang,
there
you're
too.
old.
I'm almost
Right?
there too. I'm 29.
Rip me.
Dang,
dude.
I'm
Rip
29.
me.
Yeah, man.
Shit.
It's the struggle, dude. Like, fuck it. I didn't realize that I would like feel like most people are supposed to feel at, I don't know, like 23 at my age of 29. Cause like, I'm just now pulling my shit together and like,
Yeah.
you know, becoming an adult.
Hey, but think about this. This is what I always tell
But
other
you're
people.
doing it.
If you're 29 or if you're 30, think about 10 years in the future. Like if you were
Yep.
40, you would give anything to go back 10 years
True.
to be where you are now.
True. That's actually a good point. Cause, I mean, I missed out on like, I don't know. I missed out on the chunk of life between 21 and 27 because of drug use. You know what I mean? So it was just, that whole stretch is just gone. Like, it's just not there. Like, I sit back and I think about like, what could I have done with that time? You know, like I'm only just now in my second year of college and it's just like, damn, dude, I threw all of that away.
Yeah, I know you can get lost in that though. Like for me, I don't try to think about it like that because I think about the other skills that I learned even when I was using and I was homeless, you know, the resourcefulness and stuff like that. So I don't think you lost that time. I think I just look at it in a supremely positive view because if not, I'll just go crazy and be like, oh, I fucked up so bad.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, if you see Mike's lips moving, but he's not making any sound, it's because he's talking to his Twitch chat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is true. Just
He's a
playing
pro
with mute
streamer,
buttons.
man. He just fucking made affiliate, dude. Super
Nice.
proud of him.
Mike, what's your Twitch? Grave Tech?
Grave Tech. Yep.
But the
The E after
Yeah.
grave, or well, the E in grave is a 3.
What do you stream? What games? Call of Duty?
Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, Valorant.
You play WoW?
Yes, sir.
Nice, man.
I walked in on
nice.
Luke. Luke moved in yesterday?
Saturday.
I walked in on Luke on Saturday and he's like, before I walked in on him, he's like, all right, man, I'm gonna go do some homework. And then I walk
Hey,
in on
man,
him
he
and
was
he's
walking around
fucking
WoW
playing
doing the
WoW,
slash tickle.
dude.
Hey, okay, let me tell you why. Let me explain myself, dude. I got it like a week ago to play with my little brother because back in the day I used to play in like early high school, and my little brother would sit right next to me, and I'd go through the just wreck people, but I quit.
Oh no, your mic died.
Mind it?
Yeah, oh, it's back now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it sounded like it went to your webcam mic for a second.
Oh, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, anyway, so I started playing again just to be able to talk to my little brother and kind of hang out with him. And then I just went on this rampage, and now I'm sucked in during this quarantine.
I thought you weren't gonna start gaming anymore, man.
Yeah, I mean, if I check all the boxes, like, see, this is my kind of theory. If you go to school or you got a job or a girlfriend or recovery, whatever it is, if you check those boxes early in the day and you got some leisure time at the end of the day, you can play some games.
I got
Yeah,
2 out of those
exactly.
3 things going for me: a job and going to school. I don't got a girlfriend right now.
Yeah.
That's all right though. I
What about
actually,
Brad?
oh, Brad's my butt buddy. I only go over to him when I need a quickie.
Wait, so Mike, I want to know what class are you? What race?
Usually Tauren Druid, but I do Undead Priest too.
Yeah, the Horde, baby. That's where it's at.
Or the Horde.
Yeah. I've been playing a monk, undead monk.
Oh, there you go. There you go. I haven't actually gone back to playing retail yet. It's been all classic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude, I missed vanilla way too much.
I know, dude. I used to play that.
Right over my head.
Yeah, I've been trying to get Jake to come play, but he won't do it.
Do it. Take the plunge.
There's too much shit on the screen. Like I can't process all of that.
It's like the Matrix, dude. As it goes down, you just have to be able to decode the Matrix.
Dude, like I tried playing League of Legends a couple of times, and I still do. I'll pick it up and play a game every once in a while when I'm really bored. And like trying to remember all the item stacks and like what works well against what enemies is the hardest fucking thing for me. Because I have severe ADHD and like I learn by doing. So like when I built my computer that I have here, it was a very, very sketchy process. Like I had fucking no idea what I was doing. I didn't ground myself out because I don't remember shit unless I do it.
Well, you don't really need to ground yourself out. You just got to tap that power supply, bro.
Yeah, touch it with your finger. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like anything else. I mean, when I downloaded this shit like a week ago, and I was like, man, I haven't played past level 60. Like back in the day, you could go to 60 and then that was it. Now you can go to 120. And I'm looking at it like I feel like an old man like trying to figure out a cell phone. I'm like trying to like hit buttons and stuff. But if you just start at level 1 on whatever game, I mean, it's like any other game. If you're playing at the top level, it's gonna seem like you're trying to read Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you jump right in and you get a level boost right off the bat, you're gonna be boned for the rest of your World of Warcraft career.
Yeah.
Because it's all going to seem too foreign and you're not going to want to do it, right?
Yeah. The learning curve is gonna take you twice as long.
Yeah, that's so true. Same with other games, like any cheat codes you put in, like if you don't play the game organically, it's hard to learn, you know.
Yeah, you lose some of that firsthand experience leverage that you have over other people.
True.
Yeah.
So,
hey, Jake, yeah, what questions you got for Mike? I want
to lay out for our viewers that might stop by on this very scuffed first episode. That basically, I mean, Luke, it was all your idea pretty much, right? Like I remember calling you up one time. I was like, dude, I want to start this YouTube channel. I want to do this thing. And you're like, bro, I'm trying to start this. And I'm like, what? I don't remember which one of us said it, but I was like really on board with this podcast idea. And you had the original idea for this genuine connection. So why don't you lay out what that is?
Yeah, well, I mean, the name Genuine Connections, that came from back in the day, about probably 5-6 years ago, when I had this little dating company with my friend. And we would literally go out because we were both really into like social dynamics. And we would teach these guys who had pretty much no social skills how to go out and make friends, not only with women, but with guys too, you know? And my buddy, he had the idea, he wanted to call it Project Attraction. And
It sounds so bad, dude.
Hey man, it is what it is. And we ran with that name. My idea was Genuine Connection. And you could see like the difference in kind of our teaching styles. He wanted to kind of be more like tactical, you know, like if a girl says this, then you say this. And then if she does this, you do, and it's like a chess match. It's kind of weird. But for me, mine was more about like the genuine connection, getting to know the person, and just being able to be authentic and be yourself. So that's kind of with this. I wanted to just interview different people and just have a real authentic conversation, you know?
Yeah. No, yeah. And like I was talking to Mike during one of our games with the clan, and I was like, you know, we got to find somebody who's been through some shit, you know, that we can maybe talk to about whatever. But and he's like, man, I've been to prison, and I was like, oh shit, because at first I was like, I don't know if you'd be a good candidate for the podcast, without thinking through that it doesn't matter what somebody's been through. And then he's like,
Dude,
I've
that's
been
a
to
perfect
prison.
candidate.
Yeah, for real though.
You know what's funny? The other day I was just thinking about because one of the guys at Emmanuel, he had been to prison, and in recovery, you know, you meet a lot of people that have been to prison. You know, I've been to jail many times, but that's cool that, you know, Mike, I do want to hear about that. Like, what is it really like, an insider look? Not the shit in Hollywood, but
Oh yeah.
yeah.
So, like, a question for right now, or a question we're touching on later?
Go for it right now.
So, all right. First off, you're going to start in county. County sucks.
Yep, I've been to county.
By
Yeah.
far, like, the best advice that anybody gave me when I was in county, pending trial, it was you want to do your time in prison. You want to do your time.
That's what I heard too. Yeah.
Yeah. County, you're getting, you know, one TV for, if you get lucky enough to get down to the dorms, one TV for 30 guys at the very least. Once you go to prison, you're getting like full on decent meals. Granted, when you walk outside after eating that meal, you see about 50 empty cardboard boxes of chicken that say not for human consumption.
Jesus Christ.
But it tastes good. It tastes good when you're eating it. So that's a perk. But you can, granted, it is ridiculous. So if you can imagine like the price of a 13 or 15 inch TV back in 2005,
Mm-hmm.
you were roughly touching on like the 250 mark. You're paying $300 for a see-through, shitty little 13-inch flat panel TV.
Yeah, everything's see-through, so
Oh,
they
yeah.
can tell if you fucked with it, right, or took parts out of it for like a
Yep.
shank or something. Yeah.
So kind of the backwoodsy world of it is you can, there are certain people that can get stuff up to the hobby room or get stuff back from the hobby room, and they will sand off the numbers, because when you get in there, you get a DOC number.
Mhm.
And DOC numbers get recycled. So as people die outside of prison, their DOC number comes back into circulation.
Okay.
And if you ever go back to prison in your lifetime, you get the same DOC number. So you're always identifiable as just that person.
Yeah.
But
I bet you have yours memorized, don't you?
oh yeah.
What is it?
360997.
360997.
That's
Roll
only
it
6
up.
numbers, though. That's not hard. Yeah, roll it up. I remember when I was in county, in Snohomish County, like out of 8 times, that's first of all, if you're awake when they say roll it up, you're always waiting for that phone to ring, and then they say roll it up. I remember I was in jail one time, and I think like an hour later, I got papers or something that said they did paper court on a Sunday. They did an arraignment on a Sunday in paper court, and then they were like, just roll it up. You're out of here. I was like, what? That's
They
not
let you
normal.
roll it up on a Sunday?
Yeah.
Weird. Yeah, usually you got to wait till Monday at least.
Yeah, to see the judge. And then even after you
Yep.
see the judge, you have to wait like, what, 6-7 hours before the
Yeah, you're
paperwork
getting
goes
released
through?
by like 11 at night.
Yeah. And then that's at the time when, one, your phone's probably dead in the where they're holding all your shit. You have no money. They kick you out. The buses aren't running. And for a long time, did it?
Little bit.
Is it good?
I mean, you're just really good at how do you say it? Ventriloquism?
Yeah.
Fuck, is my camera frozen?
No.
No,
Okay.
your camera's just lagging behind your voice.
Oh shit, really? Fuck, my internet is so bad. All right, well, this is gonna be kind of scuffed, but oh well.
It's all right.
Yeah, so like a lot of the guys, we would talk about it and we'd think like, man, the COs are literally just here to fuck with us.
Oh yeah, dude, they're mean babysitters.
Yeah.
That's
And
what they are.
I mean, they act all tough, but like, you know, none
Yeah,
of
they're
them are
people.
actually gonna do shit unless like they are threatened.
Oh yeah, no, 9 times out of 10, dude, like at Shelton. So first thing that happens is you go from county, no matter where you're at in Washington, you go from county jail to Shelton in
Yeah.
Washington State.
Mhm.
And then that is like the sorting / processing center.
Yeah, the
If you're
intake.
doing a year and a day, you never leave Shelton. If you're doing
Right.
anything over a year and a day, then you get placed according to what your crime was, how many points you have. Like if you've ever tried to escape before, that's an automatic 10 extra points, I think, or 5 extra points.
What is the value
and
of a point, though? Like, can you break that down?
So they actually teach a class on it. So if you're like in the 30-point range, you're sitting at like a medium custody.
Mm-hmm.
If you're anything lower than 30 points, usually you're at like a long-term min or just a minimum work camp.
Yeah.
And I think there was 4, there might only be 3 work camps now. And usually when you get there, you're either making beds, mattresses for the prisons and the jails, or I mean, some of them you do concrete and stuff like that, road crews. But a big majority of the one that I went to was Cedar Creek, and it was all fire service.
But like,
So
Dude,
you're
I heard
getting-
about that. I was just
Yeah,
listening to something yesterday that said they were paying prisoners like $1 an hour to go fight these fires.
25 cents an hour, 32 cents for a lead.
25 cents an hour.
Give me a second. I'm gonna grab my hotspot really quick.
What if you don't want to do it? What if you're like, I don't want to burn to death?
Oh, then that is extra time because it's refusal to program.
That's crazy. So it's slave labor.
Basically,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's not even like slave labor, like making license plates. It's like fighting fires and
Yeah, no, you have to come up, like you have to intentionally get hurt and get yourself put on a health safety thing so that you can't go out. Like towards the end of being at camp when I was waiting to go to work release, we had within the 6 months prior to me getting to work release, we had 3 guys die on fires that were
Damn.
all within a year of release.
Dang, dude.
And they had done like 5+ years. Each one of them had done 5+ years. So in their last year, they die.
so like
Getting paid 25 cents an hour to fight fires.
They got burned. They just
Yeah, they got caught by widowmakers, basically. It's a tree that's on fire and half of it'll fall and get snagged. And then as it continues to burn, obviously you have the chance of that snag, either one end of it burning or the trees that it snagged on burning and breaking, and then it falls on you.
wow.
So
That
we're
is
talking
crazy, man.
fighting fires, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. For 25 cents an hour. He
Fuck.
said that there were some guys that they're like a year or less away from getting out and 3 of them died just fighting these fires
For 25 cents an hour.
for
Yep.
25
Within a
cents an
year
hour.
release after doing 5 years already.
Wow.
Crazy, man. I'm sure that happens all the time with a bunch of different stuff.
Oh, yeah, but it's never, made out to be obvious to anybody outside of the prison system.
Oh yeah. I'm sure that stuff's just hush hush, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's
So-
buried.
I'm gonna try and unplug my LAN cable while connected to my hotspot. Hopefully, it doesn't crash the meeting.
All right.
I think what's happening is that's overriding. Okay. Okay. All right, we're getting better numbers now.
Yeah, you're getting the Mo Betta blues.
Okay. Cool.
Jake,
If-
you look like you're streaming from a little Macintosh where we're playing Oregon Trail through your screen.
Dude, that's because
It
you
is
don't have
better,
it
though.
set up
It
the
is
way I
better.
have it set up. I gotta
I know
call
you're
Wave
doing all the
tomorrow.
heavy lifting.
Yeah, what is your up and down speed?
Well, I just on my
3.
hotspot in the middle of it when I unplugged my LAN cable, it was doing the upload speeds and it jumped up to 1.5. So now I'm pulling about 3.3 down in the middle of the 5.7, 6.2, 7.5. It's still going up. So I don't know what the
There
deal
you
is.
go.
I gotta
That's
call.
better, though.
Yeah, I got it. So it's stuck at 7.2 down. It's probably going to give me 1.5
So-
ish.
Question: what does Zoom let you record at, quality-wise?
I don't know. It has, just the basic stuff. Recording. Yeah, it just has local location, so you can do local recording or cloud recording.
Because I'm wondering if you might be able to do it if you bypass the recording in Zoom and use a capture card, go from an HDMI out on your PC straight into a capture card.
See that red light over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that might work. But I also
that might take some strain off of your PC.
Well, it's my router. Like there's something wrong with my network. So because my network has gone from like 110 megabits per second down to like 1.4. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
That's probably a modem issue. Or do you have their combo that they give you?
I have the combo, yeah.
There's your problem. So everybody I have helped, which I guess little backstory, even though you guys didn't ask the question. I was a techie before I got in my accident that put me in prison. And I was working on my associate/bachelor's for IT. And so my whole family uses me as like tech support. And
same.
Every single family member that has had internet issues, it has been because they're using a combo. And the combo eventually just ends up overheating. Because
Dude, when I touched it, it was super hot.
Yeah, that's why you're getting the drops. The
So what's the
chipset's
remedy?
overheating.
Yeah, so it's the router and the switch combo at the same time, right?
Yeah, the best remedy is to get a modem and then a router, and then go LAN cable from modem to router.
Yeah, that's going to be an expensive switch, though, right?
It depends. Are you able to go wired?
Like full wired?
Yeah.
Well, I that's what I have right now.
Okay, so not the most expensive. I mean, if you just want basic Wi-Fi for your other stuff in your house, you don't have to get the best router because it's all going to be gigabyte speed through the LAN cable. So you can just go straight to the cable modem, which is going to be, should be able to get one for like 65-ish unless you get it used. And then you can probably get a router for about $100. So you're looking at less than 200 if you want to go, like if you're not running everything off Wi-Fi and you can go wired to your desktop, you're looking at less than 200.
Yeah, because I only run wired to my desktop and everything else is Wi-Fi, either off off of this little hotspot or or off of the router. So
yeah,
but you were saying
that's what I would do.
You were saying something about this accident.
Oh,
can we talk about that?
I want to hear about that.
Yeah, so
accident.
2012. I was in a single car. Like nobody outside of the car was hurt. We didn't hit anybody else. We left the road. We both got promotions. Well, I got a promotion and he got a new job. So we were doing our normal like Wednesday night, going out bowling, having a couple pitchers of beer. And got the third pitcher. He had one beer out of it. I think I had half a beer and had him finish that. And then I took the pitcher back because we were pretty much ready to go. I had found a place for us to stay in town that night. And he really just wanted to go back home, which was Seebeck. So we were probably 30 minutes away from home. And I said, screw it. You know what? I feel like I'm good. We've both driven way worse off than this before.
Still famous last words.
So we were driving home. Exactly.
Yeah.
We were coming up around this blind corner that, I mean, you're in the backwoods, headed to a backwoods town. There's no real street lights or anything like that. And coming around this blind corner, and there was a deer on the middle line, and it was either swerve into oncoming on a blind or swerve to a gravel shoulder. And at the time, I was in a lowered 2003 anniversary GTI. So I was probably less than an inch off the ground, which means if that deer comes through that windshield, we're both dead. And so we hit the gravel, hit a power pole on his side, and then turned 180 and went through two trees on my side. And I woke up from being knocked unconscious with just branches in my face. And I turned around and I didn't have any back seats. So like he was kind of diagonal behind me with his lower half still like kind of angled off towards my side.
Mm.
Yeah.
And so I immediately started screaming for somebody to call because there was a bunch of neighbors around. Heard somebody scream back that they had already called 911, and I was a certified lifeguard at the time, so I was obligated to start CPR. Started doing CPR until the ambulance got there, and they pulled me off and put me in handcuffs immediately. And then
Like
think
immediately, or did they like?
like immediately.
Wow.
Yeah. And then put me in the back of the cop car. Then they came and asked me if I was okay physically, and I told them that I hurt all over. Then they put me in the ambulance. And about 5 minutes after I was in the ambulance, they came and told me that he was gone.
Damn.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah, the thing that really kind of strikes me there is like everybody thinks that things are going to go well, right? Like when you were saying that they immediately handcuffed you. Like that's something I've come to know very well.
Oh, yeah.
After walking around with warrants and smoking meth for 8 years, I know that immediately when I get into contact with the police,
Yep.
I'm
Zero
going
hesitation.
in fucking handcuffs. There's no question.
Whether you're in the wrong or not, if your name is there,
Yeah.
you're in cuffs.
And the thing is
Yeah, it's
like,
Which
crazy
is
to me
kind of
that
the
they-
shit part.
They wouldn't give you medical attention right
Yeah.
off the bat.
Nope. Yeah, even seeing that it was a fatal car accident, they did not give me medical attention right off the bat. It was
think
more
it was-
important to arrest me than check me.
Yeah. Do you think that's because you were up doing CPR or?
Probably. But, obviously those cops haven't done much in the way of human biology because adrenaline, like you could be missing half your body and still be doing
Yeah.
CPR.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
don't
I don't know, man. That's so fucked up. Like, what did you end up catching like a manslaughter charge or
vehicular homicide, and it was a
vehicular
strike.
homicide? Holy shit!
Yeah. So when I got out, and that's the fucked up part is you're classified as a violent strike felon for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
Really?
Because it was a class A.
yeah,
So I went from a techie college student to somebody that literally everybody looks down on.
Mhm.
And if
In
you
an
try to get a
instant.
job, they immediately see violent felon.
Yeah.
And it's a vehicular assault. I think it's it's a class A. So they can see the class A part.
So with vehicular homicide, they would consider that the same as if you were in your car, like driving down the sidewalk, like Grand Theft Auto style, mowing people down with your car.
Yep.
Wow.
Which the only fucked up part to me, aside from the no signatures on the blood work, because that right there should have been a highly questionable thing. Because anybody that touches your blood, once they take it, has to put a signature on it to make sure that it wasn't tampered with.
Mm-hmm.
The other fucked up part is that, there was a guy that came in, I think he came in 2 days before I got transferred to Shelton. And it was a Navy guy, and he had a Navy lawyer. And he actually was drunk and hit a guy from behind and pushed him off a cliff and killed him. Because his car was parked on the side of the road. So this Navy guy comes flying up over the hill, hits the guy in the back, and shoves his car off the cliff, and the guy dies.
Was
And
he under the influence?
He was. Not the guy in the car, but the Navy guy that was driving and hit him was.
Yeah.
And when they took him into custody and he got through court, they gave him a class C, so barely a felony, and he got half the time I got. But he hit somebody else that was completely innocent and unrelated to it, whereas I was in my car and both of us had made the decision to drink and both of us had made the decision to get into that specific car.
Because he was Navy, dude. I'm telling you
Exactly.
right now. I'm telling you right fucking now.
Oh yeah.
It's the government free pass program.
But let me tell you this: when I was in the Marines, if you're in the Marines and you get adjudicated over by a Marine Court judge, that's a different story.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because
No, they
didn't go
I
easy
think
on
they
my ass.
dishonorably discharged him and let Kitsap County handle it.
Yeah, Yeah, he was definitely not getting back from that.
Yeah, but in some cases, if it's like military personnel, like out in the civilian world, and you're doing something, as opposed to if you're doing something on base or if you're deployed somewhere, it's a little bit of a different story. You know what I mean? Like with your case, Mike, it's like the criminal justice system. If you look at like if you don't have some corporation or something like the Navy or like the company you're working for, or if you don't have a ton of money where you can afford lawyers that understand all this jargon and loopholes,
Right.
if you're just a normal guy, like it
You're
sounds like
boned.
your story. I've done that myself. Just get in a car, you don't think you're too bad, just drive your buddy home. But in this case, it turned into like a fucking nightmare scenario
Yep.
where
And
it's
then your
like,
life is just over. I mean, you get out, and I've had that talk with a bunch of people. They're like, you know, why do you always rush around, and why do you always act like you have so much that you have to get done? And I'm like, well, my life was technically on pause for 3 years.
Yeah,
Like,
is
you
that how
gotta
long you were in
collect. You
shelter?
gotta collect yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah, I got lucky, honestly, because they changed the minimum for it to 5 years about a year after I went in.
Oh,
So they gave you the max.
They gave me the prosecutor was trying to give me the max. They were trying to give me 54 months. I wrote a letter to the judge and talked to him. You know, he read it, and oh, sorry, somebody in chat just corrected me. The minimum got changed to 6 years. But the judge read my letter, and he looked at the prosecutor and basically told the prosecutor, you know, I don't know these guys in particular, but we have seen them around. They're both always attached at the hip, because this guy was like, I'm an only kid, and he was technically my brother.
Yeah.
And so he was like, you know, all of Seebeck has seen them around together. There was no intent behind this.
yeah.
Like, neither of them would have ever wanted this to happen to the other.
That's what drives me
And,
crazy, dude. Is like you think about like people, and you see these on TV shows where like you see these big, like, what is it? English is escaping me right now. Conspiracy. This guy has this big conspiracy to make it look like he accidentally killed this guy when he really intentionally killed this guy, right? And it's this weird thing, and you see it on like Criminal Minds and shit. And then you see things like this where had the judge not known that, there might have been the idea that Mike had intentionally, like, why are humans so bad that we ever intentionally think that, or actually even kill each other? Like, what is actually going on? And
well, so that's the problem with the correction system. It's not, and I mean, that's a question for down the road. It's not a correctional system anymore. It's a money making system. It's all for
sure.
profit.
Absolutely.
But it's all by the majority, not the minority. They don't do it on a case by case basis. Not by any means. Unless you have the money for a lawyer to make it a case by case basis. Once you're in, you are classified technically like by your violent crime or
right.
whatever else. It's not, oh, well, you know, this guy was in a car accident with his friend. They didn't hit anybody else. So, you know, he's just here because he made a fucked up decision. No, it's this guy's a class A
Violent
felon.
criminal.
He's got a strike.
Yeah.
My question is, when you were like coming to in the cell, you know, like if you were drinking the night before, you wake up the next day or whatever in county, you realize that your friend just passed away, and then you get sentenced to this time in prison. Like, how did you like take that at first, like the first month, 6 months of just waking up to that reality that now I'm in prison, my friend is dead, and my life's never going to be the same?
Well, the fucked up part was that, like, that's why the blood issue was a big thing for me, because I remember all of it. Like, I remember them taking me to the hospital afterwards. I was awake all the way up until the time they got me to the jail. And honestly, the jail was pretty fucked up about it, because I was there for 3 days with mine and my friend's blood on me, because they kept switching me. Top floor had one shower schedule, bottom floor had a different shower schedule. So they kept switching me between top and bottom floor. So I never actually got to take a shower until they released me on arraignment.
Wow.
So I had to go to my parents' house, because my parents picked me up and they said, what
Oh,
you know, where are we going?
they PR'd you?
They did. Yeah, they PR'd me, pending investigation, basically.
Wow.
But my parents picked me up and they asked me, you know, what are we doing? And I said, all I want to do is go straight to your house, take a shower, and then I want to go to his parents' house. And when we get to my parent or his parents' house, I want you both to just sit in the car and let whatever's going to happen happen. Like if they're mad and they want to hit me or they want to scream at me or they want to throw shit at me, that's their right.
Yeah.
But I need to go talk to them.
And how did that go down?
Really good at first. That meeting in particular went well, but then shortly after, they found out that because I think they were trying to press charges against the bowling alley for over-serving us.
Right.
But technically the blame falls on the last bar that you were at. And we actually hit a bar on our way out where he took 2 shots and I took a shot.
Yep.
And my girlfriend at the time worked at the bowling alley. So they've got this mindset that I was trying to protect her rather than caring about my friend and his family.
How so?
Because I told them that we went to this other bar. They have it in their mind that I told them that just because I didn't
to take the blame off the bowling alley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
It's crazy,
so
man.
One of his sisters has been in contact with me in the past. And she seems okay with me, but his parents, every time I try to make contact with them, they're like, I thought you were his friend. You know, how could you?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
well, I mean, that's something you never recover from, though.
Yeah. Which I don't blame him. I feel like it's probably not the best thing for his memory to cut me out of his family's life on their part, because I was like a big brother to his 2 sisters and little brother.
Right.
So then you're kicking me out of their lives too, which I'm the closest thing they had to being him. But again, that's their choice. So,
well, man, I'm sorry you had to go through all that. That's some heavy shit, bro.
Yeah, didn't mean to throw a giant anchor on your first podcast.
No. This is exactly what we're going for here. Is to make genuine connections with people through whatever means necessary, whether that's trauma or happiness or whatever. You know, that's the whole point, is to get people's stories out there, to be able to have others be able to relate to that and maybe use that as a way to help themselves recover from whatever they're dealing with.
Right.
So, on a happier note, or on a lighter note, how are you doing in quarantine? How is this going for you?
Great, actually. Well, for the most part, great.
I mean, you did just make Twitch affiliate.
I did. That was cool. That was an amazing night, actually.
You deserve it.
Dude, as soon as I made it, there was, I think within the first 8 hours, there was 9 subs. Every time I started to get tired, somebody new would sub, and the adrenaline was just like, boop. So by the time I realized what was going on, it was like noon the next day, and I had started streaming at like 5 p.m. the day before. So I got off. I still couldn't fall asleep for like another 3 hours, and then I just went into a coma.
Yeah. Nice, man. Nice.
But
I'm definitely gonna hop on yours. I'll be following you after this.
Awesome, man.
As long as you're playing some WoW.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What?
Dog.
What?
Rough.
You gonna do me like that, bro?
What do you mean?
I have a Twitch channel. You know this.
I know, but I only pick winners.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
I mean,
bro.
You are fake news.
Oh my God, bro.
You don't have any sound bites yet, Jake.
Show us your setup really quick, Mike.
All right.
Can you show us?
Oh, maybe.
You need to get a second camera so that you can just do like a desk.
So I was supposed to have a second camera by now, but thanks to Amazon and them saying that a product had shipped when it hadn't.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Yeah, my water cooler got pushed back to tomorrow. So I'm waiting.
So I'm gonna be super hijinksy about this. I'm just gonna record it, and then I'm gonna put my recording in front of the webcam.
All right, whatever, man.
Yeah, that's how
He's actually got a dope ass setup, bro. He's got a good one.
Yeah, I bet. I
I'm pretty
bet.
fucking jealous.
I'm trying to do the same thing over here.
You got to get rid of that Mac, dog.
Hey, man. I use it for all my artsy shit, dude.
The music that you stopped making for a little while.
Yeah, I made a song a week or two ago that I posted. It's like a cinematic theme.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, that was dope. The one with the
like
300 warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was tight.
All right. Hopefully this works.
All right, let your screen adjust first.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah,
We're gonna redo it without the blur.
Yeah, turn off that blur. The blur.
You got to make sure the camera is focused on your screen, so it's not just a white glow.
Yep.
All right, hey, you guys are about my age, so I got a trivia question for you. This is from our childhood. In what movie was the go-kart named The Blur?
Oh fuck, I don't know.
Oh, I can't see. Why is it so small? Hey, Mike, you got to talk.
What's up?
No, just go to the top right side of your screen and see where it says gallery view.
Yeah, it'll put them all
Click
three
that.
at equal size.
Click that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was doing the one at a
All
time.
right.
I like that.
All right, there we go.
So I can see up your nose, Jake. Dang, I think you need another monitor in there. A cocoon of monitors.
6 consoles, 4 monitors, a whole bunch of fucking wires.
Yeah, nice, dude. Look like you're about to hack the Pentagon.
That's a typical streamer setup these days, actually.
It changed up a little bit today just because I remembered that I had two of my 23 inches below the desk. Oh, actually, I can show you that too. So the most recent change.
You got 23 inches below the desk?
I mean, it depends on what math you use.
And the manly voice to boot.
But Jake knows this is probably one of the most exciting parts of my desk.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it all raises. Nice.
Now you look like you're in radio.
Right?
Yeah, he's got an all XLR setup, dude. So
and
dope.
I have spinal issues because of my construction injury. So having like the desk that can go up and down, it makes it so that I can actually stream for longer because I can only sit so long and I can only stand so long.
Yep. Switch back and forth.
Yeah. Lets me stretch out the back a little bit.
You got to get up and move, man. If you don't get up and move, then I mean, this quarantine, right. I bought a single, just one 25-pound dumbbell that I could like throw around my fucking room. But before that, I was using my backpack full of like heavy ass textbooks from school, and I was laying on my bed, bro, and I was like, trying to work out with it.
I got one of those door jam things. You put it in the door, and then you can do pull-ups on it.
I feel like those are sketchy, bro.
No, it's a good one. I tested out a manual many times.
Did you break any doors at a manual?
Nope. Just breaking hearts. That's it.
Dude, lady killer. Straight up lady killer. Jesus.
Well, I think I'm not even going to mention what ideas come into mind with the desk that can raise while you're streaming.
I think I know where you're going with this. Hey, when you're done, can you get me a Coke?
Like, right? Never pay too much attention to my stream after today.
Yeah. Don't just focus on the game, not the camera.
Right.
So, look, it's getting close to an hour, and we're going to cut it because of upload purposes. But, Mike, I really appreciate you coming on the first episode of Genuine Connections.
Absolutely, man. Anytime.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, man. I'm definitely going to be following your Twitch, and maybe I'll see you out there in the world in Azeroth somewhere where Jake can't follow us.
Oh, very possibly. Just look for John Gotti.
John Gotti?
Yes, sir. John
Gotti
is the undead priest. It's all classic, though, so that could present a thing. Right. John Gotti, though, I believe. Let me pull that up. Shouldn't take too long. I know you're on a timeline.
John
Gotti? You're on a timeline.
Yeah, my guy's name is Master Whispers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Actually, I should probably play it because when I resubbed, I got 60 days and I'm down to 28 days, and I probably only played like 4 days of that.
He said Master Whispers, but I heard Master Whiskers.
Right.
Yeah, either way. Master Whiskers, Master Whispers.
Oh,
All
God
right, logging
damn
into
it.
game server. Okay. John Gotti is going to be on classic white main.
White man. Cool.
But good luck getting on there because it is a lock server right now.
Oh, great. Yeah, I won't be on there then.
My other one is on Thunder Fury.
The same name?
No, Thunder Fury is well, if you follow the stream, you'll find out.
So, really quick,
All right.
Mike, before we close, do you want to plug yourself really fast?
Oh, absolutely. If you end up watching this and you want to interact and have fun with me on stream, please go to twitch.tv/GraveTech. The Grave has a 3 for the E.
So GRAV3TECH, right?
That is correct.
All right, cool. I'm going to link your Twitch in the video description. And again, man, thank you so much for coming on.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
guys. Have a good rest of the night.
Thanks,
You too, man.
Mike.